Welcome to the Four Man by Man podcast, week 2 edition of the weekly report. All right, let's get right into it. First game we're going to talk about is my game. 2-minute drilling your mom versus Alabama Black Snakes, who came up short at the very end. It was close, but your boy beat them out 193 to 168. All because Pat Mahomes gave me 34 points. Brian Robinson gave me 29 points. Garrett Wilson with 22 points. Rashad White with 21 points. As for Alabama Black Snakes, he had some good stuff. 35 points from Geno Smith. 19 points from L'Jarius Sneed. Basically, his whole defense did work, but his offense didn't do anything. T. Edwards gave him 17 points, and Gabriel Davis with 21 points, but it just wasn't enough to go up against your boy. The next game we're going to talk about was a barn burner, and it came down to the last minute of the Monday night game. That She's at My House While You're at Work versus the Assassins. She's at My House While You're at Work lost 190.75 to 195.95. Jefferson gave him 37 points. Barkley gave him 27 points. Cousins gave him 56 points. While Bijan on the other team gave him 26 points. Tyler Lockett gave him 25 points, and Lamar Jackson came in with 29 points. But it just wasn't enough. The Assassins came through and killed She's at My House While You're at Work. Game number 3, almost no McNally's versus the Supreme Team. Supreme Team came in here and gave a mollywop to the oldest player on the damn league, Coach Gerard. Winning 217.65 to 180.55. It wasn't even close, folks. And it's sad because Jerry had the second highest score last week. This week, he still put up a good performance, but it wasn't enough. Some of the Jerry standouts right now, you got Hawkinson with 25 points. Debo gave him 22 points. Christian Kirk gave him 27 points, but it wasn't enough because Supreme Team had Russell Wilson with 49 points. James Cook with 25 points. Keenan Allen with the Herbert connection gave him 36 points, and Justin Herbert gave him 34 points to seal the win for Supreme Team. The fourth game we're going to talk about is playoffs versus Indy 500. Indy 500 was looking a little dire because of some injuries, but my man pulled it off, beating the previous champion, Super Bowl champion, 195.20 to 174.45. Some of the standouts of Indy 500, easy. DJ Moore gave him 21 points. Drake London finally woke up from his slumber with 18 points. Daniel Jones, after that flop that he did the first week, gave him 46 points. And Derwin James, one of his defenders, gave him 18 points. As for playoffs, well, he had Jalen Hurts. He gave him 34 points. CeeDee Lamb gave him 30 points. Pollard gave him 20 points. Zaire Franklin gave him 25 points. I know that sounds like a lot, but it wasn't enough to beat the mighty Indy 500 for the shoe. The next game we're going to talk about is Steel City versus El Cunado. El Cunado was the highest scoring team last week in the league, scoring over 200 points. Steel City was the lowest scoring team, tied for the lowest score in the league last week with about 122 points. Well, this week, it was completely reversed. Steel City came in with 208 points and just pretty much took El Cunado out to the woodshed and just chopped them all up, put them in a neat little pile there, and told them to sit down. So it was 208.05 to 161.70. And just like that, Coach Leyva from the El Cunados goes from the highest scoring team in the league to the lowest scoring team in the league in week 2. And yes, the top team, number one team, lost to the last team this week. What was behind their wins and losses? Well, El Cunado had Stafford with 26 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god, with 20 points. McCaffrey gave him 27 points. And one of his defensive guys, D. Campbell, gave him 21 points. As for Steel City, Josh Allen came through finally with 32 points. Devontae Adams with 20 points. Baker Mayfield with 29 points. And Micah Parsons with 24 points. He just racked up all of those points and took a beating to El Cunado. Let's see what they'll do next week. Last but not least, we got Wall Street Window Lickers versus Chickenville Chickies. This was another close one coming down to the wire. Unfortunately, with that injury to Nick Chubb, Wall Street Window Lickers didn't have a prayer towards the end. I believe that if Nick Chubb would not have gotten hurt, he probably would have won. But just like it is in football, tough break, nigga. That's just what happens. You know what I mean? And what happened to the other teams? Well, Chickenville Chickies had Jared Goff with 38 points, Devontae Smith with 34 points, James Conner with 21 points, Justin Addison with 20 points. As for Wall Street Window Lickers, he didn't have a total loss. I'm telling you, it was close. It was T. Higgins with 29 points. He had 41 points from Mike Evans and his quarterback, C.J. Stroud. And his linebacker, C.J. Mosley, pitched in with 16 points. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Nick Chubb getting hurt, he might have won that. Who knows now? We'll never know. But I'm telling you right now, he could have won.